when I came to Atlanta, she had these wristbands for me to get in some of these events. And I just started networking like crazy. And this is dude named Oatmeal who was doing a Spinnerella play. He was running Spinnerella. I got inside the event and I was like, anybody, I get $500. I had a little money I had like $4,000 in my pocket. I was like, I'll pay to get on stage. So the security guard actually introduced me to him. And he was like, bro, I ain't even gonna charge you. I like your energy, dog.
That's hard.
So he let me on that stage. So he said, you gonna come on in about like 30 minutes. So I went around the crowd, got all the ladies. I was like, hey, y'all finna go up here and perform. I need y'all to all come to the front when they say my name to come perform. So they all came to the front. I had this one girl, it's all documented on my phone too. I had this one girl record me the whole time. And they was going crazy when I was on stage. Young Dro, that's when I met Young Dro. He was showing love. Lucci brother was showing love. Everybody there was showing love. They was like, well, you did your thing. And then I was like, man, I ain't leaving. I'm staying.
So wait, like, I don't want to like skip past the music stuff, right?
Yeah.
But like it was intriguing when you said like when I started the clothing brand, that's when I started making the money.
Yeah, the music industry made me put in a bad position. I ended up homeless, chasing a dream.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. So when I made that situation, I was like, I'm staying out here, call my baby mom, sent her like $1,500. I said, look, I'm not coming back. I had my son was like 5 at the time, 5 or 6. It was really tough, bro, because I had to make a decision. I was like, go back to Wisconsin and sell weed or whatever I was doing. And I got Crohn's disease. I can't keep a job. I said, I got to jump. So I'm staying in Atlanta. Within 2 months, I was homeless. All my money was gone. I was staying at this place called.
I mean, yeah, you only had like
4 bands, 5
like
bands.
2,500.
No, I did because I gave her $1,500 exactly. So no, because I had 4 bands in my pocket still.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't because I gave her $1,500.
Yeah.
I was like, boom, boom, drained my bank account. It was over with. Bro, I didn't in Wisconsin. I'm from Milwaukee, so we didn't have Ubers and stuff like this then. Like none of Airbnb, Uber. I didn't even know what that was until I came to Atlanta.
Facts.
Bro, them Ubers was destroying me, dog.
That's crazy.
This place called the A-Loft was draining me, bro. And then one of the little chicks that was working front desk, she thought I was cute, so she was giving me a discount. But it was, after a week, 2 weeks, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't had no more money. I was homeless, and I kept chasing the music. I was in the studios. I was going up to Main Street. That's Atlantic Records.
Yeah,
I was at Winter Circle with Go Grizz. I was talking about, I was at Taylor Crib writing records there. I was literally doing music. I wrote for Ruby Rose, Claremont Twins. I was trying to do stuff with our dollar sign. I was working, bro, but nothing was placing, nothing. And eventually I was like, let me get this clothing brand started again. I knew a lot of people. I was like, the people was like, I like this shirt. I like this shirt. My mom had cancer. This hair's had cancer. I was like, damn, I got something right here in Atlanta. Because I was doing it in Wisconsin, it wasn't going. You know what I'm saying? So when I was like, man, let me be an entrepreneur again. But once I started selling them shirts, I was like, oh, man. And then my girl actually, she gave me $300. And I had $300. I put it together. And she went to California. I came back. I flipped the money. I was like, oh, it's time to go up now.
No, it was lit.
And it was it.
Only reason I point out the clothing line brand specifically because like you was like when I started selling shirts, that's when I started making money.
Yeah.
And like a lot of times you hear people say like whenever I was able to find like to provide people value, right? Like to give them, I don't know, understand what I'm doing, why am I doing it, understanding my why. That's when I really can I could change people's lives, and when you have an impact on people, that's when you start really making money.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, the shirts definitely was for a good cause. It's cancer.
was going crazy,
But when you said like clothing line, I was wondering why did you choose the words that you chose, clothing line versus like once I started I don't know, once I started doing things for a cause. There's nothing wrong. I'm just curious. I'm just picking your brain. I was wondering.
Normally, that's actually what I teach people. I teach people. One of my biggest skills is I teach people their value. And I teach people, you need to serve. You need to bring value. Find your intrinsic value, which is your true value, right? My clothing brand, thanks to God, came from a valuable place. So it was easy. And I actually don't know what would have happened if I started a clothing brand that wasn't attached to a story. Like my clothing brand, when I say, hey, my auntie died from cancer, left me $2,000, and I used to start this clothing brand where I donate money to cancer patients, would you buy a shirt? Who gonna say no? But if I was like, hey, bro, I just started this clothing brand, like there's no emotional attachment to that. Most people are gonna say they want the shirt. That's how I start businesses. With any business I start, it has to really solve a problem or hit a pain point, not just to be cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it could actually work.
Yo, another thing I think is interesting, I never seen this nowhere else but Atlanta, right? I mean, all these coaches, like everybody a coach.
It's crazy. And I feel so bad for everybody because I don't teach people how to make money at all, bro. I'll never tell somebody. I was just telling my homies, I was like, I feel so bad because most of these people are desperate, right? Most
What
of these-
people, the coaches or the people that's being coached?
people that want to be coached. Because
Okay.
first of all, they really don't want to be coached. They
Right.
just want somebody to hold their hand.
Right.
The next thing is they're being marketed things because and getting hit with pain points. Like, if you want to make $1 million, raise your hand. How many people want to raise their hands?
Yeah, everybody gonna raise
But
their
the
hand.
question, they say, who wants to make $1 million? Everybody raise their hands, but that's a lie. The question is, who just wants $1 million? Because that's what they really want. They don't want to make it, they want it. So I actually realized that if you work on your mindset, you're gonna make the money. Making money is not hard. Marriage is not hard. We make those things hard. You get what I'm saying? We are the issue. You know what I'm saying? Business, people, the way people operate in business is how they operate in relationships. And that's why their business isn't working.
They say, it's funny because they say like the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
I have. Yeah, Neo used to say that many
Neo
times.
said, I didn't even know that, but like, yeah,
Neo,
like-
that's right. Neo's the first person I heard. He said, how you do one thing is how you do everything.
Nah, facts.
He used to get on me on the basketball court because I'd be going hard on basketball. I'd be getting mad. I'd be getting, that's my character was trash on the basketball court. But actually, I'm an example that how you do everything, how you do one thing is not how you do everything. I think to a certain extent, I get the purpose of that statement, but I can say that there are some people that got a couple things they got to work on. Like for me, on the basketball court, I was a horrible person. But outside of that, that wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? Even my brother Matty, he'll be like, Trey, you're a different person outside the basketball court. Like, you are different. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Neo. We was just hooping the other day. He said, Trey, you changed.
I ain't gonna lie, all of I ain't see you hoop, but all of them niggas look trash.
I ain't gonna lie. I got a shot, bro.
Bro, everybody, like,
No, I can tell you,
like-
David Shantz is the best hooper.
Neo look trash.
Neo not a hooper, bro. Neo ain't no
Marcus,
hooper.
Neo, him 500
None
look
of them is
trash.
hoopers. None of
Like,
them
they
is-
look
nah.
bad, bro.
The hooper is Brother Ben X, David Shantz. I'll put David Shantz against anybody.
He really good?
Bro, David Shantz can hoop, bro.
Oh, all right.
He can hoop.
What about Duke? Finesse.
Duke got a jumper. That boy can shoot.
He all right?
Yeah, he ain't as good a shooter as me, but he can shoot.
Oh, y'all niggas suck.
No.
I don't play basketball, though.
Yeah, you don't. Look at your knees.
I tore my ACL.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
you mean
don't.
I play football.
Oh, yeah. Football players don't. Yeah, you one of them dudes that come in there tackling.
I'll get you out the way.
That's not basketball,
I
bro.
know, I'm just saying. One-on-one, we could bet $100.
You just threatened me.
I'm saying we could
You said
bet.
you're going to get me out the way. Where I'm from, that's a threat.
It's a threat on the football field. But nah, yo, so back to coaching. You was like, yo, I teach people, change their mind, then you won't get the money.
That's it, bro. If you work on your mindset, the money's going to come, bro.
What
It's
do
like
you mean?
It's little kids out here that make money, bro. Making money is not the issue. This is the thing, too, bro. If you don't have a mindset of I hate poverty, you're not going to get no money. Okay, think of it like this. When it comes to working out, right? There are people that want to lose weight, but they got people around them that tell them, you just big bone. Or they got people around them telling you look good just the way you are. What does that person subconsciously start to think when they look in the mirror? Oh, I'm not that bad. They don't end up working out. But if you actually hate and are disgusted with how you look, guess what you're going to do? You're going to work out.
Or, you know, I was telling my friend the other day, like, I think it really is what you enjoy, though. Like, I enjoy this. So, like, I'm focused on this. This is what I'm focused on,
Yeah.
right? When it comes to working out, like, I would love to work out every day, but that's not, like, what I'm focused on right now. Now, if I told my friend, I was like, man, what I want to do is I need to put things in place to help me be motivated. For example, if I had an accountability partner, right?
Yeah.
Like, if somebody that go to the gym, like, he reminded me I'm going to the gym with them. I don't have to be reminded to do this because this is what I'm focused on. This is what my livelihood. This is what I need to happen. The gym, not so much right now, right? You know what I'm saying?
But watch this though, bro. This is a fact, bro. Love, I feel like hate is a good thing if you use it the right way. Even in the Bible, God says to hate evil. Right? Hate's not bad if you use it the right way. Hitler actually really hated something, and he did something drastic to change what he hated. Right? Martin Luther King actually hated something, and he did something drastic to change it. Even though Hitler he could have, imagine if Hitler would have used that hate in the right way, how much good he could have did. You get what I'm saying? I look at poverty the same way. If you don't hate it that much, you're not going to do something drastic to actually get away
you're
from
right.
it.
I think you're
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
You're
So
right.
even what you're doing, for me, I was homeless. I hated that so much, I'll never go back. There's some women that, like my sister, when she used to get into it with, you know what I'm saying, with them type of dudes, she only ends up with them type of dudes or stays with the type of dude because she don't 100% hate the situation. There's some benefit there, whether the dude's paying for something. There's something there that's benefiting that person, whether it's being around toxic people, being comfortable, whatever it is, scarcity mindset, whatever it is keeping you in that situation.
Or you ain't learned your lesson yet.
No, you can, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You can learn that lesson, bro. You learn that lesson. You learn different parts. It's different parts you can
easy to say
learn.
that. It's like some people really got, you know how some people could be like, yo, don't put your hand over the stove, it's hot. Other people gotta touch it. And even still when they touch it wasn't that bad. I could withstand the pain for a second.
Bro, those are toxic people. And I don't even surround myself with people like that. I'm the type of person, I actually like to learn from other people's mistakes. Like when people always talk about OPE, OPM, other people's money, other people's this, OPE, other people's experiences is how I get to where I'm at too. You know what I'm saying? So I realized too, when it comes to my child, you know what I'm saying? Like I can yell at him. He can be trying to stick his fork inside of a socket. He's smiling, he having fun. And I yell at him, yeah. He start crying because he thinks I'm trying to stop his fun. But in reality, I'm trying to protect him.
No, facts.
It's the same thing. Like I don't even surround myself around people like that, bro. I don't want to be around anybody that's sabotaging. I don't want to be around people that sabotage.
No,
I want to learn.
We definitely we like our biggest enemy sometimes. The way people self-sabotage that. Oh my God,
it's insane, dog.
All right, so let's get back to the coaching. You coach people how to change their mindset so the bag can come.
Yes.
Right, so you don't teach people how to get money.
No.
You teach them how to change their mind.
Yes.
I feel like, again, and this is the conversation I was curious to have because like for me it's so easy because like I don't need my mind changed, right? But I think I like overlook so many people who can use that. Like
why
that
don't you think
change.
you have to have your mind changed?
I mean, I feel like I'm getting to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I'm doing pretty well at getting to it.
So you don't there's nothing that you deal with mentally that could be getting in the way of something that you want physically.
Ask me that question one more time.
There's nothing that you're battling mentally that can be stopping you from what you want physically.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's probably hard for me to answer that question because
the fact that you said you don't know is actually a good thing. To say it with certainty, like you really know, that's arrogant. It's like when I tell people, some people, you got to be careful of the people that say, I'm ready, because most of the time they're not. And then you got to, the people that say they're not ready, that doesn't matter. You just have to be willing. So it's never, to say you're ready or say you're not ready is both just like not even worth it. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just be willing. And if you think that you're ready, it's arrogant. You get what I'm saying? Because are you really ready were you ready for that malfunction to happen today? It was frustrating. It bothered you. It made you feel away because you weren't ready for it. You wasn't prepared for it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like in life, we got to be careful with that. As long as you are always like, I don't know, like I can work on that.
Man, I don't know.
Mindset and mind made are two different things. I tell people that all the time. You can have your mind. People that have their mindset, like work on your mindset, don't have your mind made.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
But even with that experience, like with the example, it wasn't that I was frustrated that I wasn't prepared for it. It was frustrated that, like, I think some things are out of your control, right? So, for example, like, we supposed to be here at a certain time. We wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when it comes to like success is when preparation meets opportunity. We wasn't prepared for it, right? Like you said. But if we put ourselves in a position to be prepared for it, things like that wouldn't happen. You get what I'm trying to say? That's what frustrated me. So like if I'm late, right? It's nobody else's fault, but I'm late. Like I gotta take that L. But now again, it's a trickle down effect because I was late. Now I put myself in a position where now something malfunctioned and now it's on me. You get what I'm trying to say? So like
that's dope that you said that. It's out of your control.
So that's why I'm frustrated because I know that whatever I was doing earlier, I made myself late, right? And I shouldn't have been. You know what I'm saying? Now it falls back on. Now my guests late. Now I got other people that's coming. And, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm pushing everything else back. Now my team gonna be late. You know what I'm saying? Because of a mistake that I made. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's why, like, it's not really about the malfunction. It's about the beginning. Now my mind going back to the beginning. Like, man, I should have. You feel me? So like, but to answer your question, because I'm naturally, that's who I am. It's hard for me to say that it's something that I'm going through mentally that's affecting what I got going on, because I know that whatever is mentally, I'm the master of my fate. I'm the captain of my soul. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the only one that can change that. Yeah. But saying all that, dropping back to my point, for me, when people say coaching your mind, it's hard for me to hear because that's who I am. So I'm automatically projecting on everybody else. Like, who needs a coach? Like, why y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, change your mind. Like, what do we change? Like, show me get to the money. Like,
you know how much, who you sound like right now?
Who?
Practice.
Oh, AI.
Practice. Look at Alan, bro. I respect dude. I actually ran into him at Linux one day. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Hey, talk to my manager, bro." You know what I'm saying?
He did that to you?
Yes, he did that to me, bro.
He did that to me.
Bro, see, no cap.
We was in LA. I don't even take pictures, bro.
Yeah, me either, bro.
But I don't do that, bro. I'm like, you know what? I'm a swallow my pride. Like, can we get a pic? Yo was like, nah, bro, you don't see me the phone? Man, suck.
Chill, dog. Chill.
Nah,
And he a little dude for real too.
I don't give a fuck.
So it's like, dog, shit, like, yeah, he was smooth. He's like, man, talk to my manager,
that shit
bro.
corny, bro. Like, I
think so too.
I don't
That
like
stuff
that.
do be cornball.
Yeah, like, bro, if you ain't want that, bro, you shouldn't have never lived the life, bro. Especially a nigga like that, bro. Like, you a superstar, bro. Niggas look up to you. Niggas love you. Niggas like, bro, like, and for you
Change
to like,
the game.
yeah, and for you to not want to take a picture for a nigga that first of all, like that went out of his way to swallow that pride to ask you for a picture.
I don't ask for no picture, bro. Especially that situation that happened with Baby. When I first got to Atlanta when I was homeless, bro, some chick told me go up to Gucci and get it. She said, I went to Goodwill and got a shirt. And I looked a mess, bro. I ain't gonna cap. I was not gonna get that job. But she said she was like she had some plug to get me a job at Gucci, bro. So I went there for the interview. Had my headphones in my ear, and then I was listening to Freestyle. That's my favorite Lil Baby song. And I turned to my right, Lil Baby right there. I was like, hey dog, this is my song. Listen to that. Let me get a pic. And he was like, keep it effing moving.
I don't like that.
Bro,
like,
I was like, what?
Man, all these niggas can go to hell. That shit is corny. I don't care.
It was, I don't know what he was going, but one thing I have empathy for people. You don't know what people be going through. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I don't care,
and maybe my
bro.
awareness was off.
Man, let me tell you something.
But still, that still is trash. Bro.
I don't care. I don't have to take up for these niggas. I'm gonna tell you one thing I've learned, right? People might forget your name, or people might forget what you did for them, but they'll never forget how you made them feel.
Oh,
you get what I'm saying?
Bro, yeah.
So like when you out, you gotta be cognizant of like how you treat people. So to say get the F on or something like that, line, that shit is corny. Even if, bro, I'm tired, bro, my bad, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be aware, like, and that's why we talk about not to get off track. I was talking about like Kanye West shit, and I feel like as much as I love Kanye West, he was irresponsible with his platform by saying slavery was a choice. As much as I love him.
That's one of my favorite things he said. Can I tell you why?
Go ahead, man.
Okay. I talk just about my students, right? Just like that, some people might not agree with that Hitler line I say, where Hitler actually hated something and made a drastic. We should all hate something in a good way, like how Hitler did, and using it for a good thing. But Kanye West actually, slavery, Harriet Tubman even said, Frederick Douglass said slavery was a choice as well.
She didn't say that.
No, bro.
She said, I would have saved way more slaves if they knew they were slaves.
What does that mean?
I don't know
What does that mean?
Oh my God.
Doesn't that mean it's a choice?
No, bro.
Doesn't that mean it's a choice?
Okay, cool. I don't care.
Bro, poverty's a choice. Slavery's a choice. Bro, it's a mindset thing, bro.
No,
when
it's
Frederick
not,
Douglass
bro.
did say slavery is a choice.
Okay, bro. It's not a mindset thing.
Their actions show that slavery is a choice.
It's not a mindset thing.
Bro,
That's
Harriet,
ignorant.
why do you think that's ignorant? Bro, I honestly feel like poverty is a choice. All of these things that people go through is a choice. But it's not a choice. What's not a choice is what other people do to you going against what they feel like you need to do. For example, if Harriet Tubman took a huge risk, her actions showed that slavery was a choice, did it not? Her actions. Wait, did her actions show that she had a choice to be a slave or not? Be honest.
No.
What was her actions?
Bro, she decided, but she was one of the ones.
She made a choice. Say she made a choice.
Yeah, she made a choice to do what she did.
What did she do?
To save a lot of slaves.
Even
right?
if you take out what she did for other people,
She made a
what
choice.
did she do for herself? She made a choice to do what?
To
be a slave.
Not be a slave. What I'm saying is,
Did she make that she had a choice?
yes, what I'm saying is though, to say slavery is a choice, to say poverty is a choice, to say all of that, bro, and somebody that came from being homeless.
It was my choice. This is the part that's hurtful, and I feel so bad for our culture, bro. Everything was my fault.
Okay.
It wasn't my family's fault. Me being homeless was not anybody's fault. It was my choice to do that. It was my choice. It was my actions. It was my irresponsibility.
Why do you feel like it was your fault?
Because I was the one that made the choice. Nobody put a gun to my head. And okay, let me go like this. You know the movie called John Q?
Mm-hmm.
That's an amazing movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
I actually had a realization 2 days ago after thinking about that movie. I was like, wow, this man went inside of a hospital and held the hospital at gunpoint to help his son because he made bad choices. He went to a job. He didn't make good choices enough to get a degree. He didn't say he probably spent his money the wrong way. He probably went, instead of investing his money, he probably went on every anniversary trip, bought a whole bunch of Christmas gifts with his kids when he probably couldn't afford it. He did all this stuff with his money, made all these bad decisions, and had a child without really being able to afford a child. And when something bad happened to that child, he went inside that hospital and made other people suffer for his accumulation of bad choices. This is what I feel like with our culture. We glorify toxicity. We do. It's crazy, bro. If you really look at, can you agree that that's basically what happened in that movie?
No.
What happened in that movie?
Bro, I don't remember the movie right offhand, but I know he probably couldn't afford.
Why couldn't he afford it?
But that don't mean because he made bad decisions, bro.
I couldn't afford things because of my bad choices.
Okay, bro.
Bro,
you gonna tell me you come up here
yes.
with I love you to death, bro.
I love you too.
But you sound crazy, bro.
Bro, it's my
like no.
Tell me what you disagree with.
This is dumb. Everything. You come up here. Listen. You come up here, right?
Yes.
Promoting cancer awareness, right?
Okay.
Your aunt passed away of cancer, right? That's like me saying your aunt had cancer and she couldn't get the right procedures because your family didn't make choices to save enough money to save her.
That's different. I don't see. Look, this is the thing. I had a conversation with a client that actually said they don't want to be rich. Okay, I did have it with one of my student. I broke it down to her. Myron Golden actually talks about this as well. You know who Myron Golden is?
If y'all had enough money, because y'all saved your aunt.
Wait, no. Steve Jobs had billions of dollars and he died from cancer. That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
If my aunt was to blame someone else for that, would be crazy, right? But one thing about my aunt when she was battling that, she didn't blame nobody. She didn't say why me. She didn't do any of that, right? So what I'm saying is this.
But was that her choice to have cancer?
No, that was not her choice.
Okay.
That's out of her control.
And you don't think poverty is out of some people's control?
Listen, bro. When certain people that I had around me was telling me, Trell, focus on your credit. Stop playing video games. Start reading books. Stop hanging around these type of people. Invest in this. Do this. Go to school. Do this. Do that. I had a child at 20 years old. Wait, I'm going to be honest.
Go ahead.
I had a child when I was 19, 20 years old.
Right.
Horrible decision.
Right.
I didn't have any financial literacy because of what I chose to be entertained by. I wanted to have fun. I wanted to go out. I wanted to smoke weed. Bro, those are my choices that caused me to suffer when I was 27.
Okay, bro.
I'm just being, whose fault is that?
What I'm saying
I'm not blaming the economy.
Again, no, I'm not blaming the economy, but what we're not gonna do is come like for this show. I'm taking up for these ones, right? Not saying what the one thing that you said. You said that somebody they told you to get your credit right. They told you to.
I didn't do it.
They told you to. So guess what? You was introduced to information. So then once you was introduced to the information, then you had a choice to either go take the information and do something with it or not do anything with it. When we talking about slavery, they didn't have information, bro. Like these people were born into slave. Like these people they were taken on a boat on a ship and captured and said, "Yo, I own you." That ain't no. What do you mean that's a choice? No, hold up. Yeah. How are you saying that's a choice? You had a choice because somebody gave you information, right? Now when we go back to 19 or 18, you might not have known better. So if anything, your parents had a choice to give you the right knowledge. They didn't. You know what I'm saying? So I would never put that on you because you made a decision. Yeah, you made a mistake, but you had to learn from it. Once you had the child, right, and you saw what came with it, now down the line, you had a decision or a choice to make a better decision. The first time, 18, no, we talking about poverty. People, I grew up in the projects. That wasn't a decision I made for myself. My mom's, that was something that I had to learn from my moms. And and that's why it's frustrating to hear you say this because it's young kids out there. We got to be careful we talking to because I was one of them kids that was coming up and people used to tease me for my mom's being on drugs and I fought and I got held back twice. Right? From a youngin', I didn't know any better. But the moment I started to understand that my mom's decisions ain't got nothing to do with me. Right. Yeah, I'm in the projects and I live in the projects, but I'm not of the projects. This isn't who I am. So to say that I had a choice, no. Once you are introduced to the right information, then you have a choice. But and I love Ye. That's one of my, ask my wife, that's one of my biggest people. But to say slavery was a choice is a misuse of your platform and it's whack. And
so you don't think, the one thing about me, I look at everything in different perspectives and lenses. There is like I said, we went through that. You answered it. Sometimes actions are more powerful. This is why I like to move by actions a lot more than words. Because like I said, if Harriet Tubman out of her mouth just said slavery is a choice, y'all tripping, how many people people would have been offended by her. But her actions alone showed that slavery is a choice. Her actions showed that. You just said that her actions showed that she chose not to be a slave. It was a choice for her
because she was able to get some information along the line. But we can't. That's why when I'm going to coaching, right, and I say I got to stop doing this because I have the knowledge don't mean everybody in the world got the knowledge, right? So think about it. I can interview, put it in layman's terms because we can understand this, right? I interview DJ Drama, T.I., Mario, whoever, right? So for me, it's like, yeah, that ain't nothing. But I can't take away from how somebody who love DJ Drama might feel, right? I say to say like, cause I'm introduced to this lifestyle. I have friends that know about coaching, that know about credit. So I can say yeah as a choice because it's me. Same with Harriet Tubman. She might have been talking we can't take like, you have to take science class. They say you can't compare projects if the variables change. So we don't know who she was introduced to, right? She might have had a conversation with somebody who gave her some game to understand that she didn't have to be in slavery, or she was willing to die for her freedom. That's understandable, but we can't say that for everybody. Just because it's true for you, don't mean it's true for all. And that's like that's why I'm getting excited about it, because it's like, that's crazy. Yeah. Like, no, like I would never, and that's the same for people in poverty, that's the same for you, that's the same for me, that's like the same for the Bible, right? I feel like God, he judges the ones that know better, more than the people that don't know. That's right there.
But even in the Bible, it says this. This is, see, me and you locked in church. So this was in the Bible. In the Bible, it actually says there will always be the poor among you. But it doesn't say that everybody has to be poor. Okay, this is the thing, bro. I definitely was blessed by God with a gift of resilience and a thirst for knowledge. And that is definitely
and you deserve
gift.
Your flowers for that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I never ever was okay with being ignorant or stupid or like being cool. I was always a nerd. But I always embraced it. But what I'm telling you from my observation as a grown man, I have seen people pray for a job and not put the job application in.
No, facts. 100%.
And then say, God didn't mean for me to have that job.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I'm just talking about adults. Kids, I know, but for example, when my son didn't see me for a year, that wasn't his choice. I care more about the people that actually have the options. God gives everybody a choice. That's like somebody saying, I didn't have a choice to read. Bro, everybody has a choice, whether you accept it or not. God only gives us two things to control. You said it earlier. You said that you don't really try to get too emotional about things that you can't control. A lot of people don't understand that. But what you can control is how you react to things and your decision making. That's the only thing we can control. I can't control what you do, what other people do, what they got going on, but that doesn't mean the choices change.
So guess what though? I had to learn that though.
Yes.
If I never, that's like this conversation it can go infinity, because what happened is like some people believe in common sense. Some people believe that common sense isn't so common.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is, for me, I had to learn that. So we put a gap, or we put we draw a line at when I'm supposed to learn it.
No, but I just feel like I'm talking about more of adults. Kids, I grew up in the projects. I was homeless. I was poor. I was in foster care. I've been through a lot.
But what's an adult though?
So
somebody that gets arrested and that's locked up for 20 years, they still.
But why did you get locked up? Because of a choice.
Okay.
Bro, I've been to jail before because of a choice.
Oh yeah, you're right. I get it. I get what you're saying. It's cool.
Even in the Bible, bro, ignorance is not excused. Ignorance is not excused. You're either going to heaven or hell. We already know that.
Yeah, but also in the Bible, it's grace, and grace is real, because what we believe in, if you want to get into it, right? What we believe in, that happened because why? Because
we wanted to be stupid and we got kicked out of heaven.
Not even that. I'm talking what we really believe in, right? What we talking about is that happened to teach people the truth, right?
Facts.
That happened again to teach people the truth, because we understand that the truth was lost.
Exactly.
So if the truth was lost, right? He had to come to show us the truth, right? Same with life. You telling me that, the truth can get lost. If God can say, nah, I need my people to know the truth because it was lost, why can't me and you do that?
But sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not that it's lost. Sometimes people just are entertained by what they like. That's the thing too.
There's people. Yeah, that's the thing too.
That's the biggest.
I won't fight that.
There we go.
All I'm saying is two can be true.
But that's why only 2% of the world live a certain way. That's why. Because the things that, this is how I look at it. The things that average people stumble over are the things that successful people use as hurdles. For example,
I'm with that.
Sickness, I got Crohn's disease. That didn't stop me. I've been suicidal. I've been through mental health homes. I've been through a lot. I'm a by any means type of person.
Right, but
everybody's not like that.
Right, and I'm just saying two can
But
be
it's
true.
A choice.
All I'm saying is just like, who are you to sit up here and say, I got Crohn's disease, right? So I had a choice. So everybody that got Crohn's disease, if you don't get up and do what I did, then the hell with you.
No, that's not what I said.
That's basically what you're saying.
But this is what I'm saying. Wait,
like,
this is wait. Hear me out. Hear my perspective. I love this. This is fun, bro. I told you this was crazy.
You sound judgmental as hell.
Wait. Watch this. Actually, I hear this a lot when
So nigga, look in the mirror.
Not about me, but I hear a lot of people, even with Myron Golden, they think Myron Golden said it. He said, people say all he cares about is money. Everybody's not you, Myron Golden. Everybody's not. You got, bro, when you get into this coach, because people are going to start, you're going to start coaching people on how to build a successful podcast. You're going to have students, bro, that think that you're so special. That everybody's not like you, Jay. No, it's not a Jay thing. It's if you want to be a successful person thing.
I'm with
There's
that.
principles. So that's what I'm saying.
100%.
So what I'm saying is, bro, this is why I don't agree with the coaches that are doing all these coaches and these courses, because they're selling people information by marketing them Lamborghinis, marketing them these lifestyle, hitting these pain points because these people are in a desperate mindset. So yeah, you showing them that they can make all this money, they can get these cars, they can get this, bro, and then they get into your program. They don't even got the 2% type of mindset to even succeed in your program, but you sold them that. I don't move like that. That's why I tell every single person that I get, we are going to work on your mindset so you can actually retain the information and execute the information.
That's a fact, though. I get that.
So that's what I'm saying, because I know that even though I do feel like everybody has a choice, I still feel like everybody has a choice with some parts of your life. But I also know that most people are going to pick the wrong choice. For example,
okay, cool, I'm with that.
If I got water and soda here, most people are going to look at the benefit of how good that soda going to taste more than, the water don't really got a benefit when it really got the best benefit. It's easier to pick what makes you feel good.
Facts.
It's not about everybody don't got a choice. People are comfortable. And I don't, also with slavery. Slavery is not right now, they just turned the word from slave to employee. They didn't have the word employee back then. Everybody was a slave. It was only kings, queens, the royal family, and everybody under them was a slave. The only thing that's wrong with the black people, with our culture, is what they did to the slaves. Bro, even slavery is in the Bible. Slavery was not this evil act. It's not. That's the word they chose to use. But now we use the word employee. It's the same thing, except they offer you benefits. It's still all trash. So what I'm saying, it's all about perspective and how deep you want to go. When I hear black people hang on to the word slave. Everybody was a slave at one point in time. Everybody in the world was slaves if you weren't the top of the...
Yeah, so but what happens is the word itself, I understand what you're saying. I don't have that much information on that, so I can't really speak to that.
That's why I speak the way I do, because of the information. That's only why.
Cool. Yeah. What I'm saying is, from what I see in my experience, I would again, I'm not 100%, I'm not qualified to have this conversation. It seems like if just logically thinking, it makes sense that we take that word to be negative because of what came with it, not before it. If it was no slavery and whooping us with switches and all,
crazy.
If that didn't happen, then maybe we would look at the word slavery as just an employee. Maybe we would, but because that happened and it happened for so long, we only see slavery as that, even if it was another word.
And I understand that.
Like, for example, me and my fiance talking about prenup, right? I feel like in our culture, from our circle, I'm not even gonna say our culture, from our circle, all we see is prenup being bad. However, if you get outside of your circle, then you understand it's really just a contract. So all I'm saying is, because that's what we saw, we only saw it that way. What you expect people to think? They're going to look at it as negative. You can't just walk around and say slavery just changed the employee. Tell it to a black person when our ancestors went through hell, literally, in fire and burnt in the basement of ships. You ain't about to just say, oh, it's just, no.
But even the fact that we understand now that actually that was a transaction as well with black people that did that to black people. So it's almost, that's why I hate that that's something that we blame our circumstances on. I just get tired of people using these things as a crutch, as a cripple, as a handicap. And I wonder, I'm gonna be honest with you, the people that I see complain about the 40 acres in a mill and how bad slavery was and all this stuff, bro, they don't be getting no money. I'm being honest with you. That's just me being real. Even people that say, God don't want me, I hate when I hear people say stupid stuff like this. If God wanted me to be rich, I'll be rich. Bro, what?
You gotta get up.
Bro, even people say, what did somebody tell me like a couple months ago? It was about, then what the hell was they talking about God and money? But it don't make sense when they talk about God and money, like God wants you to be poor. No, or they say, all you gotta do is believe in Jesus and you go to heaven. All you gotta do is believe in Jesus. I asked the person, this is so funny, I wish I recorded this. I said, what's the most valuable thing on earth to somebody that's not focused on God? Becoming rich, right? Can you just believe you're gonna be rich and be rich? Isn't heaven more valuable than being rich? So you telling me that you can believe in Jesus and go to heaven and not put no work in and just go to heaven, but you can't do that to something that's less valuable on earth? You can't just believe in Jesus and go to heaven. You can't just believe you're going to be rich and be rich. You got to put work in. And that's why it sucks with the spiritual part, because if that was the case, right after that scripture where it says believe that Jesus died for our sins, Savior and all that, right after that it says faith without works is dead. Then it also says after that, if you don't keep my commands, you don't love me. Then after that, it also says so many people are going to say, didn't I prophesy? Didn't I do this in your name? And God is going to say, away from me, I never knew you. So people, I've realized that 98% of people believe that all you have to do is wish, dream, hope, and you're going to be, if God wants it for you, you're going to have it.
No, I understand.
When they told me, when they actually said, when my aunt died from cancer, this is a very traumatic experience. I remember at the funeral, they said God called her home. I said, no, humans are the ones that are putting cancer on this earth. Humans are the ones that's messing up the water, the food, the supply, the economy. Everything is our fault. Don't blame that on God. That's actually how people end up somebody getting shot in the head. You telling me God said, oh, this person's going to get shot in the head on? No, we're doing this to each other. God gave us all of this to see what we're going to do with it. And then when things go bad, we blame God. When we get millions of dollars and I know millionaires that sell dope that say thanks to God. Rappers get on stage and they thank God. Thank God don't care about this rap music. That's what I'm saying, bro. All of this stuff, bro, it don't be adding up to me. That's why I actually stay away from it. I see this entrepreneurship world, it's almost starting to look like the music industry to me. It's all fake. It's all cap. It's all false. It's all feeding off of people. The same people that's talking about black people, let's build them up. You scamming them. You are, and I know scam stands for still confused about money, but me knowing that people are still confused about money, I'm not gonna play with them. I'm gonna qualify each one of my students. I'm gonna qualify each person that spent $15,000 with me. I'm not just gonna reach you with pain points and then drain you of your bank account, and then when you don't succeed, I say you just didn't do it. No, I know that they know what they're doing. They just taking the money.
So you think that if somebody, I don't know, pay for your mentorship, right?
I qualify them.
And they qualified, and let's say if they had a change of heart or something traumatic happened in their life, and they don't go forward.
What do you mean? When you say don't go forward, what do you mean?
Like, I don't know, they don't do what they got to do to take the next steps on their own. Because at the end of the day, you could do all the teaching you want. You can instill all the great thoughts in their mind that you want, but at the end of the day, it's still up to them. Everybody got a choice, like you said, right?
That's a fact.
Right, so if they don't decide to go forward, then what you say?
So this is the thing. So for example, when I do my orientation with some of my students, I let them know my story about how my dad died, I didn't stop, how I went to a mental health home, I didn't stop, how I went through marriage problems, I didn't stop, how I go through Crohn's disease, I don't stop, how I go through all these things and I don't stop. And I ask them before we start the call, it's something called the BAM Society, is what I call in my class. It means the by any means. If you want to be in the by any means society, this is the only way I'm going to accept you, because when things go wrong, you're not going to blame me. I actually go through that process. I get about 50 to 100 students on there, and I go through that before they sign up, because I don't want to deal with that. If I'm honest, excuse me, I'm honest about those things. I'm not so thirsty for the bread where I'm just trying to get what I can. Harvard, you can have $1 million in your bank account right now. Can you just go say, I'm going to Harvard? You got to be accepted into that. That's how I treat my program. Everybody else ain't treating their programs like that. You might as well be a tech college.
But I feel like I hear that from everybody, though.
No, I live it, bro.
I'm saying, no, I hear that from all the entrepreneurs that do coaches, that do class. They all say, no, I don't accept everybody. Everybody say that. So
I be getting, bro. I literally.
So what makes you different? I'm curious.
Because I can show you.
But they all say that.
No, bro. I'm telling you, I got people that I did an interview. A person, this is my first time with a client paying me 10 bands, okay? This client reached out to me after the interview and said, I was gonna pay for this person, but I'd rather pay for you because of the things that they were seeing. Bro, it's obvious with me, bro. I'm not money hungry, and my brand's not as big as everybody, so I don't got 500,000 people
So
coming.
what makes you different? Listen,
my process.
You know what you sound like to me? You know that girl that always be like, I'm different. All right, what you bring to the table? I can cook, I can clean. What makes you different?
My process.
What process?
When I go through the onboarding process, it's not just, there's an application process. There's a questionnaire that you got to pass.
Everybody got that though, Tro.
I don't see it.
Everybody I talk to do the same shit.
I've seen them. I don't be seeing it, bro. Be honest with you. I don't see it. I have not seen it.
So the process makes you different.
The process and my testimonies, my students, even in my content, you've never heard me say any of my content, I help you make $1 million. I help you make all this money. I don't do that. Bro, did I tell you that I can help y'all make a whole bunch of money? Or did I tell you I help y'all grow y'all brand the right way? Bro, I don't do that. When I talk to you, did I say I'm gonna help you make a whole bunch of money? Or did I say I could help you add some stuff to your brand?
You should have said I can help you make a whole bunch of money.
No, bro. No, that's cap.
Said.
That's cap. Because if you don't do what you're supposed to do, who are you gonna blame? You gonna blame me.
Who, me?
If I told you that I can help you make a whole bunch of money, that's subjective. So to me, a lot of money is $30,000 a month, and you only make $8,000 a month.
Yeah, facts.
You gonna be like, nigga, what? I don't tell people I'm gonna help them make money.
Facts.
That's a way that's a marketing strategy to hit people with those desperate mindsets to get them. That's bait for them. I don't use that. I don't feel morally right doing that because I know I will never go into a crowd in front of my students and say, who wants to make $1 million? I know that they don't want to make it.
So tell me, give me some game. Give the viewers some game. Like, what are you doing that's changing niggas' lives so much?
Oh, so for example, what I asked, that video that went viral, I ask a lot of my students or anybody that's worked with me, I say, what's your why? What's your purpose? Bro, 90% of people don't even have that.
What's your purpose?
In regards to what? It depends. I got multiple purposes. First of all, cancer brand, my why is bigger than I in pretty much everything that I'm doing, right? I tell everybody your why needs to always be bigger than I. That clothing brand was to help people. I became where I'm at right now because I served.
What did it help? How did it help
cancer
people?
patients? I was donating, paying their rent, paying their bills, things of that nature, giving them hope. I gave them a community where they can nurture each other, love each other, talk to each other, come together. That's me bringing value, right? That's my why for that. My auntie died from cancer. I wanted to help do something with a legacy in regards to that. The way I coach, I help people find their value, the value of their story, and I help them see that your story is the inventory for you to actually make money.
Why? Why are you doing it?
Why am I doing that?
Yeah. I mean, because everybody coaches, they making money being coaches, so it seems like that's cool to do.
When you say, why do I do that, what do you mean?
What's your why?
That's what I'm telling you what my why is. My why is to help people find their value, their true value, find the value of their story so they can actually build businesses.
That's still surface level. Why? Why do you want to do that?
That's my passion.
Why?
That's what I'm good. That's my skill. That's what I love to do.
It still sounds like something that's tangible. I can do this so I can make money from it.
Tangible is good.
Right. So I want to hear something deeper than that. Pause. Like, why?
I'm telling you.
You probably never got. I should be your coach. They get like, why? I'm asking why,
bro. Because I see a lot of people struggle in an area in entrepreneurship because they don't have these tools to succeed. And I get a thrill, I get a kick, I get joy out of helping people knock those barriers down and jump over them.
No, that's good.
Yeah, that's why I do that.
That's good.
That's really what I love to do.
So I have a podcast, right? And my podcast, I like to sell hope, and I like to sell like transparency. I feel like transparency is bigger than everything. I feel like transparency is bigger than any currency, right? Especially if you can't bring. It don't have to bring money, but what happens if I feel like I can relate to you, then I feel like I can do it, right? Why do I do that? I do that because I never seen that coming up. You gonna text on your phone? You gonna talk and have a conversation? All right, look, I say that I do that because when I came up, I never knew that I could own the platform. I always saw the host on the platform, but now I want to infiltrate the industry. I want to get in. I want to be the host and own it. So I want to tell you that, yo, the little kid out there, I was you, or not even. If you don't believe it for me, because I ain't big enough. Pause. I ain't get to that level. Cool. I'm gonna show you how I can work my ass off. I'm gonna get the person that you look up to, and I'm gonna show you that he got the same story as me, the same story as you, so you can get motivated and do the same thing we doing, because we ain't no different than you. That's my why. Right?
Bro, I love that, bro.
So, like, when I ask you what's your why, it ain't because you was bigger than me. Why? You're bigger than I. Like, no, why? Like, why you really like, bro? Because I came up, man. My aunt was the close person to me, man. She passed away from cancer. That shit hurt. And I don't want nobody to go through that. Not saying that gotta be your why, but I'm just curious.
That's why I say I have multiple. For the clothing brand, that's what my why is. I explain that part. But every part that I'm doing, even for the thing I'm doing as far as a client success manager, I see a lot of these course creators, mentors, all of them. They get all these people in their programs, but they don't have somebody to actually nurture them and help them succeed in that program. It's called analysis paralysis. You heard of that before, right? So how you want to make money? Do this, da, 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 da. They get all that information. They get overwhelmed within the first week. So now these course creators and all of these mentors, they're getting chargebacks now because they didn't have somebody actually nurturing them to get them, help them in that process. They got overwhelmed. They want their money back. But if you had somebody in that program like me to actually help them with their mindset, hold them accountable, let them know that this is not meant to be easy. If it's easy, you're not gonna get better. No, you get what I'm saying? But if you had somebody like that.
Nothing worth having is easy.
But a lot of people don't have that mindset because they're entitled to success. There are some people in this world that feel like if I pay $20,000 for something, that means I gotta become successful. But you paid for college. You went to college. Did you ever go ask for the money back at Harvard? Because you didn't. Did you go back to NWTC or whatever, Albany State or whatever school you went to and say, I want my money back. I didn't get the degree. I didn't get the job that I wanted. No, but when it comes to us black people in this course creating situation, these people don't respect us the same way. You didn't go to college, you didn't ask for your money back, but you didn't succeed in this, you want your money back. That's crazy, but because they're picking and choosing. But it's because of how we're packaging it. You got to think, when you go to college, they make you feel like you're going to succeed as soon as you get there. They got you in a classroom. They give you a certificate. They give you orientation. You're meeting the professors. You're doing walkthroughs. You go into the auditorium. Everybody's happy, right? They give you a card. They make you feel like you're a part of something. That's why when people, even if they don't succeed in college, they never go back and ask for a refund.
But at the same time, with college, it's a little different. Like, I feel like with me, college, shit, to be honest, if I would have known this before.
You never would have went.
Nah, I probably would have still went. I would pay for the networking experience. I would pay for that.
Yeah.
And honestly, I probably would go back again and do, if I could, go back a couple years and do it differently. Like, that was the biggest market in the world. Like, if I knew what I know now, then I did the podcast and everybody on campus, I'm gonna go crazy.
See, but that's because of that's your skill set. But you know what I'm saying? That's what you're good at. But most people, but I realize this, there's gifts and there's skills. The gifts that God gave me was resilience. The other, me being able to speak was a skill. I paid for that. Some people be like, Trell, everybody not like you. You got a gift. Stop. They don't even know to differentiate the two. This is not a gift. Speaking is not a gift. It's a skill. Most people don't want to work to build skills.
And you say you think your skill is what?
A skill. My skill is communication. I learned how to speak.
I mean, what was your gift?
A gift is my resilience.
Yeah.
The fact that I can go through homelessness with a smile on my face. I can go through foster care. I can do all these things. Poverty, all of these things with a smile on my face and just still be. The gift that God gave me to not be insecure. When I was homeless and broke, I was around millionaires. I never felt intimidated. I always was inquisitive and wanted to learn. Most people don't get inspired, they get intimidated, and that's why they get stuck in their positions. Or they choose to hang around the people that they're comfortable around, and they end up hanging around them, which means they hanging themselves. You get what I'm saying? So I've never been like that. And because of that gift, that definitely helped me in my journey. I never wanted to be the smartest person in the room. I was always uncomfortable. I never looked at even when I was in college, I dropped out. I asked the professor, I said, hey, I was in college for business administration and entrepreneurship. And I asked the professor, with all due respect, I'm always respectful when I talk to people. I was like, hey, unless I'm playing basketball. But I was like, hey, man, how many successful businesses do you have? At this time, I knew the owners of the Green Bay Packers. Or the GM of the Green Bay Packers. So I saw them, they were rich. I'm talking about rich, mansion, rich. So I was like, and they have successful business outside of what they do. I was like, what successful businesses do you have, professor? He said, I don't have any. How much money do you? He said, I make about $50,000, $60,000. Why am I learning from you? I dropped out, went to my little job at Sprint to be a manager. I was making more money than him working at Sprint. So I've always been like that. I want to learn from the people that are where I want to be. I'm never gonna learn how to get financial advice from somebody that don't got no money.
No, facts.
You can teach me you can show me all the dumb things you did with your money. I could take that and say I can learn from that, but essentially I'm gonna look for the person that got the money, kept the money, grew the money. That's who I want to learn from. People actually get offended when I say that, but I tell them, isn't there something called free speech, freedom of speech? If there's something called freedom of speech, that means I have freedom to who I want to listen to. But people don't like hearing that. Trell, you judgmental, man. You only listen to rich people and you only listen to broke people. But I feel like we got to stop being so sensitive about this. If you want to be successful, this is a painful journey.
So let me ask you this then, because you coaching, man, how you teach people how to get some money?
I can teach them how to make some impact. I could teach you to find out what your story is.
So how do you teach somebody that?
So first thing I do, we do an interview. So even in my book, Traumas to Commas, it actually helps people extract their story. And a lot of people, when they get through seeing their story, they're like, wow, I didn't know that this was so powerful. I didn't know that. I forgot about this part. I forgot about this. Like, wow. Then I teach you how to tell your story. Then I teach you how to attach your story to a brand, a candle, a t-shirt, a podcast, so whatever you want to do.
Let's skip the orientation. Teach somebody right now. Let's go through a walkthrough.
Ask me a question. What do you want to start?
I just asked you a question. Can you teach my people how to make money?
No. I'm talking about give me a hypothetical business.
So let's start from the beginning. Let's not short it.
Okay, so if I did the interview process and we found out your name is Jay, you know,
I like podcasts. Let's go with
you like podcasts.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just gonna make up some valuable things about your story.
We can talk about.
You from Baltimore, right?
Yep. Let's talk about the real. So
okay, baby. So where you from?
I'm from Baltimore.
You from Baltimore? Okay. What's your passion? Like, what do you think are the most impactful things in your story? What's the most impactful thing that's ever happened in your life?
The most impactful.
Impactful, traumatizing. What is it? Because actually, I'm gonna ask you this. There's something called the why stands for what hurt you, what healed you, and who helped you. Answer those 3 questions for me. So, what hurt you? What's something that really hurt you?
I think not having the support that I thought I needed or a lot of my peers had.
In which
from
way?
my parents. Like I feel like if I was given like just more support, I would have probably been more successful. I probably would have never gotten into podcasts. I probably really did good in football.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was the thing that hurt me the most. Just not having that ongoing relationship with me and my mom's. Like I feel like we had a great relationship starting, but then as I got older, like I kind of had to like go on my own, and I think that's the part that hurt me the most.
So lack of a support system. All right, that's big, bro. A lot of people go through that. That's good. What about who helped you?
Who helped me?
That's the other why. It stands for who helped you.
Yo, by the grace of God, a lot of people. I ain't gonna lie. Like I had family, like friends, like family, what we call it? Friends that became family. Like shout out to like my brothers that I call like from the hood that I had, like they were the ones that I was staying with when I had to leave college and I didn't know where I was gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Like essentially being homeless, but I wasn't homeless because I always had somewhere to go.
Okay.
Right? When I didn't know where I was gonna call, I could just call my brother Frazier Antoine, like, yo, his mom's, my aunt April let me stay. Call my brother Justin, his mom's Moo would let me stay. So like my coaches when I played football, they helped me. My the faculty members at school, the teachers, the guidance counselors, like all of those people helped me for sure.
Then you had a lot of love around you, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That's dope. Okay,
yeah.
So what healed you? That's the last one.
Shit, I don't even think you can ever, like I'm still on that journey, to be honest.
You're still on that journey. I tell people too, like healing is a journey, not a destination for sure. But there should be a part, for example, when I was homeless, that was a big thing I was dealing with at that time. Something that healed me was the support system I had. You get what I'm saying? Like it's always something that helps you get over that hump. What was something that got you over that hump outside of that, after the who helped you? Like what helped you sustain it?
To be honest, bro, I think it's just something I'm still dealing with. It was just like learning that nobody was going to help me get through it. That I always had to, like that, to be honest, I had to come to that realization that nobody's going to come save me.
So this what I'm gonna do. This what I would do for. So you want to start a podcast? So what I would do for you, bro. I feel like you're actually really good at telling your story. A lot of people actually don't have that skill. So what I'm gonna do, bro, I'm gonna give you a content rollout. This is what I want you to do. I want you to get in front of a camera. I want you to do short form content. Just practice and telling your story. Your story is your inventory to start, scale, and grow a business. A lot of people think you need a product. You need this. You need this. No, your inventory is your story. Once you master telling your story, you could attach that to a T-shirt or a podcast.
How help me master telling my story? I think I'm pretty good.
I think you're pretty good at it. So what I would recommend you do to actually really get good at telling your story is actually start off with the content. Start going live. Start recording the short form content. Just telling very personal, vulnerable parts of your story.
Where do I start though?
You start with just speaking in front of a camera. Just get your phone. You don't need a whole bunch of fancy.
But I'm saying, at what part of my story? Where?
Start from when you was young. Start, bro. You got to think. This is why I tell people. I know a couple podcasters that do a lot. I know influencers, right? They have big brands, but as soon as they make one mistake, guess what happens? Their brand gets shut down. They get blackballed. You know why? Because they didn't make people fall in love with them first. For example, right now, Beyonce could slap a baby and people are going to probably say that baby probably deserved it, right? It's because she built a brand that people can love. She built the community. She built the beehives, right? Rihanna built her community. Kylie Jenner, they built a community so that even if they do something wrong, people are still going to love them. For example, when Chris Brown did what he did, right? For example, he went through it. He lost. He can't even go pop no more. You know, pop was the bag. If he would have did more community stuff, did this, the third, that's telling your story and making people fall in love with you is actually insurance for your brand. So when something goes wrong, they got something to fall back on. It's just a foundation. I tell people all the time, you need a foundation to build anything because no matter what disaster happens, if it gets torn down, guess what you could do? You could build on top of it again. But a lot of people build businesses, brands, relationships, and things like that with no foundation. So when something bad happens, they lose everything and they can't do it. They can't replicate it. Because you never had a blueprint or a foundation. So you telling your story, hey man, I remember when I was 8 years old, when I was in foster care, bro, like I remember this dude beat the hell out of me for my socks. and I had one sock, it's gonna make people laugh, you're gonna make people cry. But they're going to fall in love with you. So no matter what you drop, they're gonna buy it. Sell yourself, sell your story. And then you could drop a panty line and it's gonna go. You could drop socks, you could drop this, you could drop that. Most people put so much into the shirt. That's why I see even beautiful girls, they post all these things about their body and they get all the likes in the world. But as soon as they post something positive, what happens? They don't get no love because they were more focused on the body. You get what I'm saying? That's not sustainable because that's gonna fade. You know what I'm saying? So what I would do is get really good at telling your story. I'll sit down and all that we can do, audit the content, and then after we get good at telling the story, now we can attach a digital product of your choice to that.
And this is what you do for people.
This is what I do with people, but I do it in group settings. And then what we do is I got a criteria, I got homework, note-taking, giveaways. Like it's a lot of stuff that I do with these people, and that's why I'm still working with a lot of my clients because their mindset development is not a destination.
So why should I work with you and not the other coach in Atlanta?
No one's doing what I'm doing. No one's doing what I'm doing. First of all, nobody's doing what I'm doing. So, and that's the thing. Like,
but if I find somebody who doing what you're doing,
why should you work with me?
Mm-hmm.
So far, why would you work with me? Let me ask you that. What's something about me?
No. Why? I'm asking you. It's like you asked my why, who, and
yeah, because I honestly feel like this is what I'm good at. I don't, and because, not to sound arrogant, because I know no one is doing this. I know that someone working with me is going to take them to the level that they want to go to because I know what's stopping them is their mental. If you don't have a good support system as an adult in business, or if anything is going wrong in your business, 9 times out of 10 is because of something that you're doing wrong. That's a fact. In entrepreneurship, I realize that even in relationships, most of the time when the relationship is not working is because someone is doing something wrong. That's why you can make as much money as you want and the marriage can still fail. Because it's not about the external things, it's about the internal. So I will help you get over those internal and mental obstacles that's stopping you from getting the destination you're trying to get to.
I don't know if this is like you help. Like I know we was doing it like a improv or like just role play, but like you just helped me out. I like that. That was some good game. If I can return, if I was you, right? And I don't know because I know in the coaching game it's different. Like everybody want money, $1 million, but if I was you and somebody asks why you should work with me, just from what I see from my experience, I would simply say, not because I'm good at it, because you said that's a skill I can work to that. Not because nobody else doing what I'm doing, but simply because I care. Because that separates you from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because what happened is I can be good at everything, but do you care? Because it's different from you can be good at something. I'm just doing so I can get the bag. We see that. We see most of the world people have jobs and careers because they need to pay the bills. They need to get by. Not many people are doing what they love to do, and the people because it's not many. The people that we see doing what they love to do are very successful because they love to do it and they're blessed to be able to do it, right? So, and again, I'm not. I don't know. This is just me speaking off top. This is our first time having this conversation. We'll have many more.
Yeah.
But me, it would just be like, yo, you should work with me because I care. You might have 10 other people who say they care, and they might care. I'm not gonna knock them.
I like that.
But
though.
I can only tell you about me. And if you seeing me right now and you work with me, at least you know you got somebody that cares about you. It's that simple.
Bro, that was my nigga. That was fire. Hey, you see, I'm a coach that's always getting coached. That's another reason why I feel like I'm growing at the rate. I actually realized this too, bro. To go back to that point, I realized a lot of people, this is why I don't like telling people how to make money as well, because if you ask somebody what's the meaning of stable, people are going to look at the cars, the jewelry, the sky rises, the going out to eat at Rockstop, whatever, right? They're going to think that's stability. That's not what stability means. The word stable means you're able to pay your rent, able to eat 3 times a day, able to do the common things in life without it feeling like a burden. All that other stuff is abundance. And because people don't actually know what stability is, they actually are never content. And we know how spiritually not being content is actually really dangerous, right? And because they're not content, they're always in scarcity mindset. They're always thinking in lack. They're always saying this, that, and the third, and that's why they're not growing either. Bro, when I tell you that I work with so many different walks of life, bro, I thought I saw it all, like what people can go through. I really thought that it was like, no, I'm seeing like a lot people are struggling with their mental, bro. The entitlement, the arrogance, the fact that they think everything is supposed to be easy, blaming God for their situation, blaming their family, and no one's taking accountability. Like when I tell you that, I honestly see why most people are not successful. Because their mindset is trash. I can tell somebody right now how to get their credit fixed, how to do this, how to do that. They either gonna think it's too good to be true. They're gonna think it's a scam. It's not happening fast enough for them. They're scared to invest because everybody scammed them before. They got traumas. They got this. That's why my stuff is called Traumas to Commas. I dealt with traumas. I turned it to commas. And commas is not just the money. Commas isn't just the thousands of dollars. It can be the thousands of people I made smile, the thousands of people I've impacted, the thousands of this. It's so many other things in the thousands of dollars. But most people are focused on what? The dollar. If you actually worry about serving, you'll make way more money. Think about it. My biggest income generator right now is me helping rich people. That's literally I serve rich people and I get paid retainers. That's my biggest income generator right now. So I realized what got me to this level for real. I said this with my boy Glow Jays, the word observe. Observe means to what? Look, always looking. You're searching. The word serve is in observe though. So if I look at the word observant, I'm always looking to serve. That's how I look at that. And because my boy Neo told me one day, I went to a pop-up shop and I was folding shirts. I went there to support and I ended up just folding shirts. Neo was like, you are really gonna serve your way to success. And that's exactly what I did, bro. Most people don't want to serve. They don't.
So how does somebody, like, I don't know, how much is your classes? Like, how much is that?
I got a $20 a month class. And then if somebody want coaching, it's different packages for that too.
What's the packages for coaching?
It depends on which one you want. The highest one is $15,000.
$15,000. What's the lowest one?
The lowest one is $2,500.
$2,500. All right, so look.
What?
You said that. You was like, yo, why you ain't asked you should have just asked. I would have paid you, bro. That's what you said. That's what I need you to do.
Okay.
Put you on a hot seat since everybody keeps the most serving. I'm tired of you coaches and fucking entrepreneurs. I'm tired of these niggas, bro. Everybody getting so much money. So, okay, cool.
I'm doing okay, bro. I'm stable.
No.
I'm stable. I'm able to pay my rent.
No. So that's what I need. I need one person, right? They can subscribe to this video, follow you. You don't have to follow me. Subscribe to this video. Follow Trells. Trellsceo, Trellsceo. Follow him on Instagram. Comment under my picture. Tag him under my first picture and say, I don't know, coach.
Traumas to commas.
Traumas to commas. Hashtag traumas to commas under my first video. And tag him so I can see it. Choose one person. You got to coach him for your small, your less fee, $2,500 for free.
Okay.
And I ain't done. You gonna work for this shit.
Dang. They gotta be good, though.
This is the no. This is the no. We gonna do it just for the love.
Okay.
You say, yo, if you'd have asked me all the pages, you said that
I did say that. You my brother.
And I need you to give somebody some money. Not me. I ain't asking.
What? How much money?
$1,000.
So I gotta give them $1,000 and coach
No,
them?
somebody different. One person you can coach, one person $1,000. How far are we in, Kyron? We in hour 4 minutes. So if they see this, they deserve it.
If they make it to this part,
this is an hour 4.
I'll do. How about this? How about we bust it down?
I see.
How about I'll give them a choice? Because we talked about choices. We said poverty is a choice.
Okay.
They can take the $1,000 or they can take the $15,000 course.
I'm with that. Shake on it. So let's get this. Look, this is what you gotta do. Subscribe to the channel, and you gotta tag me. So like post it on Instagram shit so I can see you subscribe. Go to my first post on Instagram. Follow him first.
Get a shirt.
Tag him under my first video. It's a video under my first post on Instagram. Tag him so I see it, and just say, I'm sorry, what is it again? Hashtag what?
Traumas to commas.
Traumas to commas.
Spell it right. If it's not spelled right, it's out of there.
Did I make sense, y'all? I make sense? Subscribe. Show me that you subscribe. Follow him under my first post. Tag him. Hashtag traumas to commas. Spell it right. He's going to give you an option to do his highest level coaching course, which is $15,000, or you could just take $1,000 and just get some food and shit.
That's actually a poor decision, but
Nah, don't try to trick him. Nah. I That's what we're not gonna do.
I'm gonna judge you if you take the band.
And that's cool.
I'm gonna judge the hell out you.
Let them judge you.
And I'm gonna block them.
Let them judge you. If you want that 1,000, take that 1,000.
And I'm gonna dispute it with my
I'm about
bank.
to start. I'm about to start putting. I'm about to start putting fire to niggas' asses up here.
Pause.
No, that ain't because everybody getting so much money, all these coaches and all this.
See, but that's the thing. I don't talk about money.
No, I don't care.
I don't even act like I got money.
I don't care.
You
said that if I would have asked you, because I told you my fee. You said if I asked you, you would have paid me. I'm not asking for that. I'm saying give it to somebody else.
Okay.
I ain't say give it to me.
I
said give it to somebody else.
He love y'all because he could have took that.
Nah, it's about
fee.
the people for real.
He could have took that.
You talking about serving? Now you sweating now. You like fuck.
That's just hat. I ain't low key ain't get a haircut.
I should have never came to this nigga Jay.
My wife said I look like you today, bro. It was weird. Bro.
I feel people say that.
Bro, I do not look like you, bro. Do y'all think we look alike?
Can you open the door for him?
Huh?
People say that. I feel people say that.
I don't know why.
You must be a handsome man. They here? All right, bet. Let's everybody here?
Last thing I want to say about God. We gotta end it with God. So I want to know every person that is starting a business, I want you to realize this. Everything that God makes or creates has 3 principles that I apply to me being an entrepreneur. The first principle is everything grows slow. Plants, animals, humans, babies, everything grows slow. Can you name one thing that grows fast that God made?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's something.
Nothing grows fast that God makes. Not even flies. It's only look fast because of the dimension that we're in. It looks like the fly only lasts a week, but to their dimension, it takes probably 3, 4, 5 years. So the next thing is everything that God makes mostly is in 2s, 2 eyes. Even our bodies, 2 eyes, 2 feet, 2 lips, 2 hands, whatever. Everything's is in 2s. It takes 2 people to make 1 baby, right? The third thing is everything God creates is a system, solar system, the ecosystem, our immune system, the cardiovascular system. So everything should have if your business should have systems. So the 3 principles are make sure it grows slow, don't do more than 2 things, and make sure you're doing everything with systems.
That's hard.
That's the last bar I got for entrepreneurs. And if you apply that, you know what I'm saying, you should be winning.
That's hard. I like that.
I appreciate it. Thanks
but
to
man,
God,
go to my first post and get this $1,000, man. I'm putting pressure on these niggas, man. I appreciate it, brother.
Hey, yes, sir, man. Love, man.
J Hill Podcast is wrap. We out.